And I realized only in the past month, even though my feelings of physical exhaustion and religious questioning were valid, some of it was my own fault for going into it, not to sound cliche, like a sprint. I had actually competed in track and field in high school, and I was a sprinter, and what they call you is a flyer, because your race is over in 2 minutes and sometimes less than a minute. If you're born with natural speed, you still train and keep yourself healthy, but you don't train hard because the race doesn't require it. I can actually remember when I was a teenager watching the cross-country runners running 10,000 meters and thinking, why would they do that to themselves? And what I should have been doing is seeing conversion like training for a marathon. Because although it can be fun, you need to train your mind and your faith. And you're supposed to study and go to conventions and lectures and ask questions, but not in an angry way. And you try to pray as much as possible, even if it's not perfect. But most importantly, the hardest and most important part of your training is faith. I haven't had the easiest or the most perfect life, as some of my friends know, so giving it up to God, as they say, has always been difficult. And as much as I love them, there have been many times my born Muslim friends would pray or celebrate Ramadan with smiles on their faces, or believe that the job would come, or believe that the relationship would come. And I would get so angry and jealous because they knew that God was always there and watching them, and why was it so easy for them? And in probably one of the worst arguments of my life with one of my best friends, my friend yelled at me, "You need to work on your faith, God is always watching over you." And I screamed back at him with everything I had, and he must hate me, and he doesn't answer me, and he doesn't listen to me. And I won't repeat what I said, but I cursed God. And the friend, who was furious, closed his eyes to calm himself, and then he opened them. And then he said quietly, "Leanne, he answered you by letting you walk away with both your legs." And I think only in the last few weeks and through my friends, I've realized that I haven't been alone in all this training, because I was never alone. Because God gave me the opportunity to run a marathon, and my friends have kept me going. He sent people to be present and constant in my life, even if we struggle to communicate or understand each other. And that belief and faith can be found in both religion and love. And on Monday morning, I and 38,000 other runners from all over the world are going to run 26.2 miles, or almost 43 kilometers. And some people are actually going to run to gain entry into the Olympics. Some run to raise money for charity, like me. Some run because they're in the military, they run in memory of someone, or they run because they have something to prove only to themselves. But we're going to all run with our own hardships and feelings. And we run to get through them, or to gain strength from them, or to let them go and have faith, which I've learned over the past year is a very, very hard and emotional thing to do. But you keep training and you keep fighting, and not like a sprint, but like a marathon. So I'm grateful for my family and friends that will watch me run, and some are actually from countries where they don't know what a marathon is, so they're seeing their first marathon. And like Eric Liddell and Harold Abrahams, there'll be people that will be against us and our religions and speak out against our friendship. But I believe on Monday, what I've struggled to believe for the past year of being a Muslim is that God has made me for a purpose, and when I run, I feel this pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sister. And now we have Mayor Gary, if you would like to speak, say something.
Thank you. Salam alaikum. Good evening, everyone. I just wanted to say how surprised I was when I came tonight that Brother Hamid said, we weren't sure you were coming tonight. We didn't get a response back from the email he had sent us. But what the police chief, Kevin Mullis, and I told him is, it's implied. When the mosque calls, there doesn't need to be a response. We're going to be there. And also, I must admit now, if you really want good service from the mayor's office, it should be noted that Brother Hamid's daughter, Niamar, is now interning with us. So if you've had some potholes hanging around or yard waste you need to be picked up, you know it's going to get done. So I want to... And I just want to say I can't think of a better way to remember the terrible tragedy that occurred a year ago today. I think what you're doing here tonight is the best way to remember. And I think the best way to honor their memories is through what the Sisters Committee is doing, not just tonight, but throughout the entire year. The one thing that Police Chief Kevin Molis and I feel is that, you know, what the Sisters Committee is doing is really what it's going to take to move our city, state, country, and world, for that matter, forward. So I want to applaud her and her colleagues for what she's doing for Melbourne. Okay. I'm going to take you up on that. So we just wanted to say how grateful we are, and that's why the police chief and I are here tonight, is to you know, always acknowledge your strong efforts in what you are doing, and to simply say thank you, thank you, thank you 1,000 times, and to keep up the good work. So good luck. We're going to be tracking you, and we look forward to working with you in the months and years ahead.
Thank you so much. And now we have to call Brother Abdul Wahab, our trustee, board of trustee.
Thank you, sister. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I can't hear you. Assalamu alaikum. We have a guest here, a sister. She's a guest to our center. Have you done this in any other centers? At ISP. So this is the second place. So we should not actually disappoint the sister. The sister came here, you know, this is America. Everybody has a goal and a purpose. And the sister here to collect some money for the needy. And the needy is children with a good cause, children who are victims of cancer, and nobody is immune to this. We as faithful people, we know this is sometimes is a destiny. It's not in your hands. So we show our support by first this. Okay, well, the sister said she wants to be the first one to. We're gonna keep this, not yet. Okay, what we have here is actually a basket. It's full of gifts, and it's from NT, just for the mayor and the chief of the police. NT means you, the female. Okay, so and in this, can you, sister, explain what's inside?
There is 2 full outfits with scarves and jewelry and everything. So it's worth $200. So please feel free, if you would like to spend $1,000, we'll be more than happy to take it. So please do your best, okay?
Okay, see, so this basket, inshallah, we'll auction it out first. Okay, this basket cost $200, you said. So let's start with $200. Who paid more than $200? Let's start with $200. Can I see some hands? $200? You raise your hands? I think your parents will be in trouble. $200, inshallah. What's inside of this is a gift that you can give to your friends, to your co-workers, to your boss, if, you know, as you know, as a gift. Huh? If your boss can give it to his wife, maybe. $200. Who can start with $200? Can I see some hands? $200? Okay, your mom is in trouble. 200? MashaAllah. The sister, $200. Who can beat her? Who can pay more? Can we go maybe $250? $250. $250. Shari, don't scratch your head. $250. Who can pay $250, inshallah? This is, mashallah, $250 here. Okay, let's go $300. Who can pay $300? $300. Come on. $300. Okay, I don't want to make this long. $300 goes one. $250. $300 goes two. So it's $250. Jazakallah khair, brother Adil. You can have it. Barakallahu feek. Okay, let's start this. The sister wants to beat. Okay, they paid actually cash. This is from the sisters committee. Okay, Brother Muhammad, can you tally the numbers so at the end of the fundraiser we know exactly how much collected? $250. Okay, and the sister is $100 cash from the sisters committee. Now, Muhammad, you want to donate some money? Okay. Now, everybody, individually, inshallah. And I'm going to make it very easy. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. We're probably about 30. If everybody paid $100, we will meet the goal. The goal is $2,500, and so far we have $350. Okay, let's start. We'll make this open, inshallah. I started with a basket, but we can start this with who can pay $500? Please raise your hands. $500. Go ahead.
If we have a check, would you want it to write?
If you have a check, what?
Would you want the check to be written for?
Oh, I know. So the checks can go to Massachusetts, so MGH Pediatric Hematology Oncology, and then I collect them and I have a special envelope that I mail them into.
So we can keep it vacant.
Yeah,
So you can write.
so the money is going to specifically for the Pediatric Hematology Oncology Department at Mass General. Massachusetts General is one of the oldest hospitals in the United States and actually has one of the best children's cancer centers in the world. We actually have had members of the come there for treatment. We have actually one of the biggest immigrant populations from the Gulf that come there for high-risk surgeries and kids with cancer. All the money is tax deductible. All of it is going to research, and what it also goes to is patients that have long-term issues with their children. It pays for housing, it pays for food while they stay here, it pays for art therapy, massage therapy, it pays for tutoring while the kids are in school here. They have their own custom-made hospital. And children's cancer, what I actually didn't know, what most people don't know, a lot of people think of breast cancer and things like that. Children's cancer, actually the top 5 most deadliest cancers are actually children. They're not any other type of cancer. So I'm actually shocked by this because usually Catholics, we only collect $1 from each person, so this is pretty enterprising. But I'm genuinely asking whatever anybody can donate, which is actually really amazing. Thank you.